Jake Paul versus Logan Paul? A real fight? Dana White isn't buying it. The UFC president just destroyed the idea of these two YouTubers turned boxers stepping into the ring together. And trust me, his words were brutal. Stay tuned as we break down what Dana White really thinks about this so-called super fight and why he calls it a joke. 1. The origin of the Paul brothers' boxing journey. Before we dive into Dana White's savage takedown of this fight, let's rewind and see how we even got here. The Paul brothers, Jake and Logan, are two of the biggest YouTubers in the world. But they didn't stop there. They took over boxing and shocked the world. Jake Paul knocked out former UFC stars like Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren. Logan Paul even went the distance with Floyd Mayweather. But now, they want to fight each other. Fans are hyped, but not everyone is on board. And Dana White? He just called it the dumbest idea ever. Let's hear what he had to say. 2. Dana White's brutal reaction when Dana White was asked about Jake versus Logan. He didn't hold back. Hear what he said. This is ridiculous. Boxing has turned into a circus. These guys aren't real fighters. This is all for clout, and people are falling for it. Dana has never been a fan of the Paul brothers' boxing journey. He called their fights gimmicks and a money grab. But when he heard they wanted to fight each other, he laughed. 3. Is it a real fight or a business move? Let's be real. Jake versus Logan isn't just about competition. It's about business. These guys have millions of fans. Their fight could make them hundreds of millions. But is it real boxing or just a WWE-style entertainment show? Even boxing legends like Mike Tyson and Canelo Alvarez have mixed opinions. Some say the Paul brothers are good for boxing, bringing in new fans. Others say they're ruining the sport with fake hype fights. 4. How did the UFC president react to previous Paul brothers fights? Dana White has been a longtime critic of these social media stars stepping into the boxing ring. When Jake Paul knocked out Ben Askren in the first round, Dana White openly questioned whether the fight was real. He even bet against Jake Paul before the Tyron Woodley fight. And what happened? Jake Paul won. Every time Jake Paul proves people wrong, Dana White finds another way to downplay it. But this time with a fight against his own brother, even Dana thinks it has gone too far. 5. Why do the Paul brothers want to fight each other? So why do these brothers want to fight? According to Jake, it's about proving who the better fighter is. Logan, on the other hand, says it about entertainment. But deep down, we all know this fight is about money. Experts predict that Jake versus Logan could generate over $100 million in revenue. That more than some real championship fights. No wonder Dana White is furious. 6. What boxing legends think about this fight? Even some of boxing's greatest legends have weighed in on this fight. Mike Tyson, who trained with Logan Paul, said they're making money, so I respect it, but it's not real boxing. Floyd Mayweather, who fought Logan, simply said it's entertainment, not competition. The fight world is divided. Some love the hype, others hate it. But one thing is clear. This fight is happening whether Dana White likes it or not. 7. Will the fight happen? And if it does, who wins? Despite Dana White criticism, Jake and Logan are moving forward with their fight plans. But if they actually step into the ring, who wins? Jake has the knockout power, but Logan has the height and endurance. Experts are predicting a close fight, but one thing is certain. This is going to be one of the biggest spectacles in combat sports history. What do you think? Is Jake Paul versus Logan Paul a real fight or just a joke? Should Dana White respect their hustle, or is he right to call them out? Comment below.